Sarah, thank you very much. Right, we'll start the live section with England head coach Eddie Jones. If you'd like to ask him a question, please raise your virtual hand. Sarah, we'll come to you first, please. Thanks.
Thanks ever so much. Congratulations, Eddie, on today. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of today, could you just confirm what Owen Farrell's COVID situation is?
Yeah, it's very clear and very simple. We're just following the COVID regulations and protocols. We're just awaiting further guidance.
Are you able to tell us at all when you think you might be able to inform us whether Owen will be available for Australia or not?
Well, it's not my decision. It's public health, so we just leave it to them. So we're just waiting. We've done everything we're supposed to do.
Thank you very much. Just on today's game, congratulations. You had two players at fly half, both Smith and Furbank. How do you think they both went?
Really well. Difficult game for those two guys because, the bulk of the training at 10's been done by Owen over the 2 weeks. So George has done some training and Marcus did some training early in the first week, but unfortunately hasn't been able to train this week. So I think they both acquitted themselves well, did the simple things well, took their opportunities when they were there, and we're really pleased with their progress.
And when it comes to Henry Slade, he seemed to be popping up everywhere in the midfield. What were his directions from you, and did he execute them how you wanted?
Yeah, well, I think it's a continuation of what we saw in summer, where he took a more senior role in the team with the Lions guys away. And he continues to grow in terms of his status within the team, and I think that's reflected in the way he's playing.
And just lastly from me, with obviously such a big scoreline, what did you learn about England today?
They were prepared to put in the effort when it probably wasn't needed, which is good. The second half is one of those tricky 40 minutes of rugby where the result's not in the mix, and you just got to dig deep into yourself to find a bit more to play hard. And I thought we played harder in the second half than we did in the first half, which is a good sign for the team. Thank you.
Thanks very much. James Weil, will come to you, please.
Hi, Eddie. Big test of two young leaders today, Courtney Laws and Ellis Genge. How do you think they went, and how do you think they stepped up to the plate?
Yeah, well, Courtney, you want the leader to be at their absolute best, and Courtney's chase back on Vananu in the first half when the intercept was taken was an incredible chase. I don't think he knew he could still run that fast, which is a good sign for a leader, because then he's telling you, if I'm prepared to do it, then everyone else has got to do it. And Genge then followed that up with his almost trademark barnstorming run to put on the try for I can't remember who ended up scoring. But both of those led by example. In terms of the heat of the battle, they weren't tested under that, but they were tested in terms of bringing their best performance forward.
Tom Curry at 8. Still looked to be defending a little bit more like a flanker than an 8. How did you think he went?
I don't mind that, mate, given the way the game is at the moment. That, we're always able to have one contesting each consecutive ruck. So Underhill goes to close ruck, then the second ruck Curry goes to. And so the team's got to work hard to win the ball. We were pleased with his performance today.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks, James. Jamie Weir, will come to you, please.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Eddie. Obviously, Eddie, there'll be tougher tests to come, but today did we see the sort of attacking front foot rugby that you want this new version of England to play?
We saw the mindset, mate, of being aggressive in attacking the opportunities, and that's what we've been working on. The mechanics of it will be a constant fine-tuning, and the only time you need to see that at its best is when we play the 7th game of the World Cup.
Just to follow on from Sarah's questions, can you sort of give us a timeline in terms of the Owen situation, when you knew for certain that he couldn't be involved today, and when George was informed that he'd be thrusting at the deep end?
Yeah, we knew 100% Alan wasn't going to be involved this morning, so he made the change. In terms of when we know he's going to get out, if you can give a ring to England Public Health, that'd be most appreciated.
And George, when was George informed, and did he feel prepared for it, given he wasn't obviously presumably training at 10 all week?
Well, he's trained at 10 all the way through, but he's been training in the opposition team mostly. So he hadn't had the chance to run with Manu and Slady as much as we would have liked. But I thought he acquitted himself well. You know, he's one of those boys. He's got a lot of common sense. He's got a nice feel for the game, and that ability to play 10 and 15 for us is just so invaluable.
Just finally from me, obviously we're only around the corner from Quins, so there was a huge cheer for Marcus Smith when he came on, probably to be expected. Obviously wasn't fit enough to start at 10 today, but all being well over the course of the next week, and obviously the Owen situation's up in the air, would it be your desire to have Smith at 10, Farrell and 12 for Australia?
Well, Jamie, I'm going to invite you to the selection meeting, so you can have a vote on it, mate.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, Jamie. If we don't have any other questions. Okay. Oh, Johnny Fordham, we'll finish up with you then. Thanks.
Sorry, it's Nick Simon.
Hi, Nick.
The video's gone. Just a question about his performance. How impressed were you with him in the last 20 minutes and the impact he made? Or half an hour?
Who's that, mate?
Marcus Smith.
I was impressed by the team, mate. How they dug deep in that last 20 and really went at it, which has been probably not a natural characteristic of an England side to really finish off a team. But I really enjoyed how they do that, and Marcus was part of that charge.